Hi folks, Gladys Garrier from FYI. This week we're going to take a journey to the eastern provinces of Canada known as the Maritime. Well folks, we're going to begin our journey in New Brunswick. And the number one tourist attraction in New Brunswick is the Bay of Fundy. The Bay of Fundy is home to the Hopewell Rocks. Now the Hopewell Rocks is where you can measure the tide, both low tide and high tide. It's a one-of-a-kind experience, folks. From Hopewell Rocks, we're going to go into something called the Irving ecosystem. At the Irving ecosystem, that is 12 miles of sand dunes, absolutely pristine. It also houses this spectacular 2-kilometer boardwalk where you're able to view some of the birds and marshes and preserve that area. However, in 2010, 50% of this boardwalk has been destroyed, and they are currently deciding whether or not they will rebuild or not. Also in New Brunswick, we went to a wonderful place called Dipper Harbor. Dipper Harbor, we met some fantastic people, of which there's Floyd and Junior there. And they took us on a tour of one of their boats called Dream Baby. Dream Baby looked like a rackety old boat from the outside. On the inside, it had a GPS system worth tens of thousands of dollars. They also tried very hard to give us some lobsters where we can go and have our own lobster bake on a waterfront. However, we enjoy to eat our lobsters indoors, folks. Also, while you're in Nova Scotia, you're going to meet many, many wonderful people. Here was Oscar, who was an oyster cultivator and educated us very greatly on the details of such a task. Quite interesting, folks. Then, here you go. Clam diggers. Grab yourself a pail and a shovel, folks. Head out to the ocean and do your own clam digging. From New Brunswick, we went on to Prince Edward Island, folks. Prince Edward Island was our next journey. And how we got to Prince Edward Island was through the Confederation Bridge. This bridge was just built a year previous. This is the longest bridge in the world that goes over ice-covered waters. While you're in Prince Edward Island, they are famous for Anne Green Gables. Anne Green Gables was a novel written by Lucy Montgomery. And Prince Edward Island is the backdrop for this particular young orphan's adventures. Quite interesting. It sold over 50 million copies in 22 languages, so it's very famous, Anne Green Gables. From Prince Edward Island, we caught the ferry, folks, and we went over into Nova Scotia, okay? And once in Nova Scotia, we arrived, our first journey was into a place called Cabot's Trail. Folks, look at this. It is absolutely fantastic. The most pristine beaches and views that you will see in the world. In the world, folks. The fishermen villages, the seashells, just unbelievable. 300 kilometers of a loop in the Cape Breton area. One of a kind, folks. Strongly recommend that everybody is able to go and see something so beautiful as that. From Cabot's Trail, we went into Halifax. Halifax, folks, has so much history in Canada. It's unbelievable. It is one of the largest ports in all of the world. It has a museum there that's called the Maritime Museum, which houses many artifacts from several shipwrecks, including artifacts in the recovery of the Titanic, and it chronicles all the involvement that Nova Scotia had in that particular task. Also, it has Halifax, the wreckage that occurred in 1917, killing over 2,000 people, folks. And just their water life, the harbor front that they have for tourism events and just knowledge is one of a kind. From there, we went on to Peggy's Cove. Peggy's Cove, folks, you can sit, whale watch. It's just a beachcomber of rocks for one to explore and enjoy. Also, if you look, there was our lunch. Once again, a very, very healthy, hearty lobster. Ate many lobsters. Peggy's Cove, 3 months after this incident, folks, though, had a disaster. Swiss Air 111 crashed into the ocean, killing everybody aboard. Since my vacation here, they've since erected a monument for that crash. I do suggest and hope that everybody go visit the eastern provinces in Canada. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. Thank you very much. Yes, folks, go visit the eastern provinces, whether you're going for the majestic views, for the food, or for the people. I strongly, strongly recommend that everybody take that journey. It's fabulous, and I hope you like this week's blog, and I'll see you all next week. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.